Greetings and blessings. This is Queen Weechie again with Queen of Forces Healing Ministries. I'm so happy to be with you again. I am here for another video. And first, I want to give a shout out to my cousin, Coffee Lady, who I got my shirt from. I got to show it to you. It says sunflowers and sage. That's my vibe. Because you could probably tell I like sunflowers. Get into that another time, but I love my shirt. So follow her on Instagram, the Coffee Lady for you, the Coffee Lady number 4, letter U. So I have an intention to do a video today on a topic. So we're going to call this Words from Weechie. And the question that came to my mind is, does time heal all wounds? Does time heal all wounds? We hear lots of times that, yes, you have a problem, something bad happens, time heals all wounds. My first inclination is to say, no, time does not heal all wounds unless it's a physical wound. And even when that happens, sometimes there's scars to remind you of what hurt you in the first place. When we're talking about physical wounds, we can put alcohol, iodine, Neosporin, all kinds of things, tea tree oil, calendula, whatever you can come up with. We can do all these things to help physical wounds heal and put a bandage over it, aloe, take care of it, and it'll heal itself. The body is amazing with healing itself. Now, on the other hand, from my perspective, we have emotional wounds, spiritual wounds, mental wounds that just don't go away. When you have those invisible wounds, those are the ones that can be the hardest to heal. And from my perspective, time does not heal those wounds. Healing heals those wounds. If you are healing in time, then time can help you. But time itself will not just make those wounds go away, will not just heal that hurt, heal that pain, heal that loss, heal that desire, that longing for something that you should have had or you felt you should have had and you didn't have. Time itself does not replace a mother that you didn't have, or the relationship with the mother you didn't have, or the father, or the brother, or the sister, or the romantic partner, or the friend. Time, in and of itself, cannot heal those wounds. What heals those invisible wounds is taking the time to go right there in them. Facing the pain, facing the loss, facing the hurt, and working through that step by step. Sometimes the time it takes to heal those wounds can be faster or slower for certain things, for certain people, depending on the methods that you use. But it takes work. This is evidenced by seeing an adult person acting like a child, an adult person, male or female, in a relationship, who is throwing tantrums, trying to control a situation, being abusive. Time did not heal whatever wound that person had. We hear over and over again, hurt people, okay? I'm sure you know of people who you may have come across, and you could have been a romantic partner, could have been a friend, a boss, or whatever the situation. And this person could be 5-10 years older than you, and you're going, why is this person behaving this way? Why are these people behaving this way? You're older than me. Like, get yourself together. What's happening? And a lot of times what has happened is there has been a wound from some time in the past, usually early in childhood. I would even dare say another life, which is another point for me to explore in just a minute. But if you have somebody with a childhood wound that never gets that healing, they develop attitudes and ways of being that could be detrimental to themselves and others. And what people normally do when they have wounds like that don't heal, they normally accommodate and adjust around those wounds and do things and get themselves involved with certain types of people to perpetuate their way of being, which is normally completely unhealthy. And so instead of changing, this person or people creates an environment that only serves the wound already. Now, I would call myself a wounded healer, as many other people I'm sure would do. I would not dare think I could even try to advise someone about anything had I not experienced some type of hurt or wound myself. And everybody's always working through stuff. Life happens to all of us. And so wounds that we have that we intentionally set out to heal from can make a big difference in our lives and others as we move and progress towards through our healing. So when you have a person who has not healed those emotional or mental wounds, then again, you will see that their life usually, now everybody's different because the way some people express certain wounds is evident by maybe being codependent and attached to certain people. Some people's way of expressing their wound is being controlling and abusive to others. So I think what I'm more referencing right now is a person who is more abusive. This type of person will tend to abuse other people. And so, again, you will see and experience people who have accomplished certain things and made it through life to a certain point. It could be 50 plus years old. And you monitor their behavior and you're like, what in the world? More than likely it's some childhood wound that never healed. And so they just put themselves in situations, often unconsciously doing this, being on autopilot, because when your brain is affected by trauma early on, then you tend to operate in a certain way, usually in a way that continues to envelop that trauma and allow you to move through life supporting that in some way, not even realizing most of the time that that's what's happening. So for a person to heal wounds, you first have to know something about what your wound is. Sometimes it's difficult to specify exactly what your wound is. For example, if a person has had a terrible relationship with one of their parents growing up or did not have a parent, there could be a void. There could be a desire to latch on to whatever parent that you didn't have or whatever parent you didn't have the best relationship with. So they may grow up into life and grow into adulthood treating the person of the opposite sex a certain way because of the wound that they have had. So, for example, if a man did not have a positive relationship with their mother and never healed that wound, they never got someone in their life that gave them that nurturing love that a mother would, the guidance that a mother would, the security that mother energy brings, that divine feminine energy brings such strength and nurturing to a person. So say if a male did not have that experience and they weren't able to deal with that at a young age and they never dealt with it, and again, subconsciously or unconsciously, they decided to perpetuate their environment a certain way, so they get into late adulthood or whatever point in life. And throughout life, experiences with women, they may subconsciously believe that women will leave them, women will treat them bad. And so then their behavior could be, well, I'm going to get them first, or I'm not going to respect them, or I'm going to use them because I know that women are nothing. They don't do their job. So that could be the mentality they have. Again, not even consciously being aware of this. So when it comes to their attention by whatever means, and this person says, I don't want my life to be like this anymore. I need to change this. They may go to someone for help. They may go to a therapist. They may talk to a friend, a spiritual mentor, whatever. But they know something's going on and they want to address it. So it takes having some type of acknowledgement, even if they don't know yet that it's their mother issue, their mother wound that they need to heal. Even if they don't know that, they know something is going on that's affecting their life. They're having terrible relationships and something needs to change. So knowing that, they can take that information and then start, because you have to have some type of starting point. But again, time has passed. They are in full-blown adulthood and are so wounded and are possibly wounding other people and maybe being promiscuous, having some type of addiction. There's all kind of ways that wounds show up, especially wounds from mothers and fathers. So having that, I guess you could say, aha moment to realize that, yes, something is going on here and I need to address it. That is the very beginning of a beautiful new world. But what we have to also understand is in the healing process, it's not always easy, but it takes courage and strength to want to begin, because there's nothing more miserable than continuing the rest of your life as it had been already. So time has passed, but time did not heal the wound. Having that aha moment, having that tower moment, as we say in tarot, when things begin to crash, and sometimes things crash over and over again, and then sometimes we wake up and go, hey, what's going on here? I need to change something. So when that tower moment happens, that particular tower moment is different for everyone. And sometimes it doesn't happen until a person has their own children and then they see their pattern when they start raising their children. Sometimes that happens. It's different for everybody, it is. But the main point is that it takes something to trigger that desire to want to change, to want to heal. And so then the time you have after that can be on your side once you decide to put your energy and effort into improving yourself and improving your life, becoming aware of whatever subconscious or unconscious belief system that you have that is causing you to behave a certain way and participate in relationships and things that are totally unhealthy. So when you speak of time, again, I definitely believe that we don't only have this life on earth during this time. There's other time dimensions and realms happening simultaneously that seem past, present, or future. But if you have a wound, for example, if you have a wound that you didn't heal in your last life, you may come to this life with that same wound. Now, you lived a whole other lifetime. A whole other lifetime. Could have been 80 years with an unhealed wound. Okay, so you come back. and you still have that energy along with you because you didn't work through it the last time. So now you get the chance to work through it this time. And it may show up differently. You may have different actors in your play this time, your play called life. So again, when you look at time in reference to a past life, the wound didn't go away just because the time passed, because nothing was done about it, or not enough was done about it, or whatever the case. But the wound did not heal because the work didn't get done. So time may give us the illusion that it heals our wounds, or we decide to take up that illusion because we've heard it so much. We can say, oh, time heals all wounds. Girl, you'll get over it. Child, you'll get over it. It'll be okay. You know, such and such will be replaced. It doesn't go away. We may suppress it. We may move on. And then one day it's triggered somehow. And then you have to heal. Or not. It's your choice. Again, you can carry that wound your entire life, or you can decide to say, all right, somebody needs to help me. I need to do something about this. You know, you can go into meditation. Again, you can reach out for help with someone that you can trust and go from there. But please do not rely on time itself to just make your wounds go away. Do the work. Be aware of your feelings and how you're behaving and having your being in this reality. And decide that I need to do something about this. I need to go read a self-help book. I need to go meditate. I need to be hypnotized. I need to go to therapy. Whatever you decide to do, I just want to encourage you as a healer, as a wounded healer, to do your work step by step. Just start. Just start. You will love yourself for it even the more. Do not depend on time to just pass and it goes away. You can heal your life, as Louise Hay says. But you can. You can heal your life. And you can come back for another life and not have to deal with certain things. Trust yourself. Take care of yourself. Heal yourself. Reach out for help. There's so many people, places, things out there. You can do this. Don't depend on time. And don't just let time pass you by. You deserve to live a life full of peace, love, joy, happiness, and so do I. But it takes some work. And again, the time that it takes may not take as long as you think it would. I know sometimes people can decide not to start the work because they feel, oh, it's just going to take so long. I don't want to do all this by the time I get this and that. But yeah, in the meantime, they're hurt. However long it takes really is not the important thing. Just do it. Just get started. Because what you can be surprised by is you can start doing some work and the next thing you know, you have made some big leap. Some aha moment has happened and it's triggered you to do something really great for yourself. To start a YouTube channel that you said you were going to start 4 years ago. Hey, it happens. It happens. But do it. I wish you much peace, much joy, much healing, much love, prosperity, and abundance in your life. You deserve to heal all your wounds and let them go. Acknowledge them, love them, heal through them, and then you could help someone else if you so desire. Peace and blessings be upon you. I'll see you next time. And so it is.